Hey gang, welcome back to the Deluxe series on hard mode. Back down here outside of BR, you can see the ship docks has taken a little bit of a change here, a little bit more done to it. We've added in a train station and a shipyard. If you haven't caught up with the live stream, well, I didn't do this on the live stream, I did this after. We're going to be utilizing this today somehow, and the train line itself actually runs through the actual shipyard here. Nice, great mod we've got there. We're currently bringing in con mats into BR. We're going to look at starting to get goods set up, right? So for good, thanks autosave. For goods, we're actually going to be looking to ship some refined oil into here, because we're using a lot of refined oil up this end and up the other end, but there's a refined oil section on the other side where we can ship it in. Then we might try and train some of it, but the train line is actually going to get a split and goes down this way, and I'll show you where shortly. But if you want to catch up with things like this and where I'm up to, sometimes I put them in the community post, so you can check in the community post section there, or on Discord, where everyone's in having a bit of a chat about upcoming games, current games we're playing, and Transport Fever 2 and all that sort of stuff. And if you've got some good questions on Transport Fever 2, we've got some very knowledgeable people in the Discord ready to help out as well. All right, so what we're going to do today, let's have a quick look around. Let's bring up Alt-G, you can see here. So that's the actual shipyard at the moment. Still plenty more to do on it though. It's not quite finished decoration-wise. However, to get goods, right? So we're going to bring goods down here as well. We want to get some goods into BR because BR is almost done. It's got 3 of its 6 products. We just need to get goods, machine parts, and tools. The machine parts and tools aren't going to be too hard. We're producing tools up here, and we can make more tools just here. Okay, pretty cool. You can see that our refineries are pretty much working overtime now. There's a refinery just up there. Probably not enough crude left on this side to utilize for it though. So I'm not going to worry about that. It might end up just disappearing for a while. For the goods though, however, we do have plenty of steel down here. We've got some goods factories up here, and we've got a plastics factory down here, but we need the refined oil. So we're going to pilfer the refined oil from this side of the map, where they probably want to use for these towns here. However, they need fuel at the moment, and they need fuel. Okay, that's fine. They're getting fuel from up the other end. We might be able to import some more fuel from the other ends as well. But for today, we're going to try and send this crude one here and this crude one here up into here. Then this one here will do a two-way. It'll bring back refined down here, where we'll ship it up into here, where we will then start training it down around this side. Nice long coastal route up into sort of, we're going to build a bit of a train hub probably around the back here, where we're going to bring a lot of ore and other goods we can bring in and ship down in here, ready to ship out to the port. So that's going to give us a nice sort of train hub at this end, and if you missed in the live stream, we started putting up a couple of freight hubs here and here, and we've actually got the rail in. You can't quite see it there, but the rail actually comes around and links up quad tracks up here. It's going to go through the station, where it then comes up here and splits off and comes back around to here, so we can start getting goods around this island as well. Okay, so lots to do. We're not going to worry about that too much today, except for setting up this down into here, which means we're going to have to come down here and do a little bit of editing to this line here, where we're going to split a line off underneath all of this and down there. It should add for some very interesting train line as well, and quite nice to ride, right? So let's get cracking, because I kind of want to do that train ride. And if you're new to the series, we try and do a track ride along at the end of each episode. So it'll be nice to get that train in, even if it's just basic, to get that track ride along today, right? So we can whip through this fairly quickly if we just play it smart, and I kind of get these truck stops in pretty basic today to kick on, right? So we're going to do things, like I said, very basic today. I'm not going to fluff around with it too much. Normally I like to make my truck stops look really nice, but we're not going to, like I said, we're not going to fluff around with it too much. I'm going to set a road connection to go probably just to there from there. Actually, that makes a lot more sense. So give me, we're going to set the country road up to be 2 lane. Give me that. We can come over the top. That's fine. I don't know if you need... I think you are just putting a bridge there, aren't you? I don't think I need you to do that, though. You can just follow the mountain as she come. She be coming round the mountain when she comes. You're kind of doing your own thing back here, though, aren't you? Never worry. We'll link in like about here then. That will be perfect. Okay. So that's the way in there. Give me back this building. We're going to keep, like I said, keep this very simple. I will make that 30 meters, however. And to get a nice sort of flat area, because it is on a bit of a hill. Yeah, go about there, shall we? It does sit higher. We can bring you down. I think we'll just leave it like that. That's quite a steep out. Don't think you need to be that steep. Hence the reason why you were probably high-ish just there. Right, try that again for me. Sometimes you just need to sort of play with things just a little bit. Maybe we can actually set this to be like that height. Don't actually think you need to be as high as you were trying to make it. That's probably a little bit nicer. We could actually just go like that. Gives it a nice gentle up then. That's looking a lot better if we look at that now. Yeah, okay, cool. So that's that there. It's going to come up here. Let's upgrade these roads so we can get a big... So these ones have a maximum of 60 kph. These ones have a maximum of 80 and they're 100. Right, you're not actually going to let me upgrade to that. I am going to bypass you. Get rid of you. I'm actually going to bypass you. You know what? We might actually swing you separately. I'll do 2 roads. I will upgrade you to be that. However, I will bring you around. To link up to here. And you must have been connected to something old. And then you're going to come down the mountain here. Right, so now we can do our upgrades. Perfect. Upgrade. Upgrade. Upgraded all the way down to here. Upgrade. And into this truck stop just here. Lovely. That can get an upgrade too. Okay, so that's the road in and out of there. Now we just need to get... I wonder... You're almost going to be better off. I mean, the cliff faces make it a very difficult challenge. You're almost going to be better off taking like a train down there, aren't you? Almost. It'd be good if we could get maybe we can goat track something. I mean, I don't mind goat tracking, to be honest. As long as it looks okay. What happened to nice and quick? Yeah, well, here's the thing. Nice and quick often doesn't associate when you've got cliff faces and stuff like this. So if we want to get this up the hill, right, let's say we're going to goat track from here. Keep it nice and simple. I don't mind a little bit of tunnel now and then. Here's what I'm thinking. We're going to come up like this, utilizing that little thing there, right? Utilizing this peninsula just here. How are you thinking now, Ham? Well, I want this to sort of tighten around here and come up for me. It'll make for a very interesting road anyway. And then it's sort of going to swing back over this way, like that. That makes sense, just like that. But we're going to have to put something spectacular there. It goes over the top of your tunnel. That's actually kind of cool. I'm digging it. And then you're going to swing up into there. I wonder if it just come down a touch. With a bit of a tunnel and then into that. Actually, how do you go if I just plug you to there? That road's not even realistically needed there. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. Sorry about that, trucks. Okay, you can have that back. Right, take this here. It'll actually be kind of cool, you know. And just see what happens if you plug straight into there. What do you give me? You give me some tunnel work. I'm okay with that. It's expensive, but I'm okay with it. That's a bit of fun if you look at that. I don't mind that one being just the old brick. That's fine. These ones, that looks really cool. I'm glad we could put that on top of the tunnel, and it hasn't affected that badly at all. That'll be a nice little ride along, to be honest. Okay. Right, so get you plugged into here. So that is your way up the mountain without having to do too much craziness, okay? In fact, we might actually plug you in just here. Keeping it nice and simple, like I said before. Don't want to do anything too crazy down here. I can always clean them up off camera anyway and bring you back and show you what I've done. So we're going to add that there. Right, so all of a sudden, we now have our connection points. So let's go with the lines on there to there. Right, that's just going to be delivery. Look at that. That's fantastic. Okay, we're going to make you that color. We're going to call you, what you are, which is just West Crude. We're in caps, by the way, Am. West Crude. West Crude what? Are we going to... hang on. What do we... Where'd it go? Down here. West Crude delivery number 1 by truck. Okay. Okay. That's it. That's as simple as it is. I don't know if the other one's Westminster, but we'll have a look. We'll Control-C it just to copy it. Right, so that's that one. We could probably get some trucks set off. This one here is going to do the two-way. So it's going to take it up and it's going to bring it back, which is perfectly fine. So add a new line from here to there. It's got a longer route, so it's going to require more trucks. We could have done something cool like we just did there. We don't need to do that all the time. That's kind of a one-off, and I like it. I actually like it. That came up really nice. Happy with that. And it didn't take us too long. So this is Pembroke Pines, but to Westminster branch. I'm still going to call this Westminster, okay, because it's all part of the Westminster refinery section. So we're going to go Control-V. We're going to call it number 2. Except it's not crude / refine transfer. Okay, but it is going to stay at number 2. We're going to leave it like that. I am going to tell it though, oh, well, it's a tanker, so it will know just to only bring that back. Right, we'll get all the line work in, and then we can start working on the train line, which is going to be the fun part. Now you're going to come into, here. Right, it's going to think about it for a sec. Perfect. You can actually come to this side. However, we are going to have to do a transfer from this truck stop. It's going to come across the bridge. It's funny, we got bridges and overpass going everywhere, so it's going to come across the bridge, down and up, back up over this causeway and down into here. Okay, so let's have you as that. We're going to call you or what? What are we going to call this? M2BR refine well delivery by ship. Okay, that's what we're going to call that. Then we're going to go a new line from here to there. Right, now this eventually this little line here. No, actually it won't. It'll stay the same. Okay, we'll leave it at that color. We'll call this BR. It's an internal transfer. So BR refine here. I'm going to call this port as well. Port, refine, oil. I probably don't need to say, I'll leave it as refine, TRNF, fire truck, okay? That's all that is, right? So that's that done. Right, the smart thing would be to get trucks on it now and get them running because we are on play. I did just delete the truck stop out here, but I'll put another one in about halfway. But that's no big deal. We can just chuck that in now, just up here. And I can tidy things up later as well. So we're going to send the Cascadia. Or that's only 30. That's 35. I might put they do a top speed of 90. They do a top speed of 100. I might put the Cascadias on the really tough climb. Although the 40 ton would probably be better on that. Purely because it's a smaller chassis truck. I'm going to put these ones on that really tough ones. But I'm going to give it like 10 anyway. I'm going to set them on West number 1, right? So those trucks are going to head off. And we'll have a look at that a bit later. We might even do a bit of a ride along. But they are going to go up that line, right? We're going to put the shorter chassis. They go quick. 10 of them on there. We may end up putting more on, but to get it started, we'll just do that. So the next lot, we're going to put the Cascadias on because I want these things to haul more. And we're going to put like 14 of them on to start with. Okay, so they're going to be on West 2. Right, so that's those done. Next, we're going to buy a ship. Okay, we might even buy 2 ships for this. So for cargo, we need some oil haulers. We've got the tanker towboat here, which takes 200. That's not a bad one actually. We've got the Viola here, which takes 240. 30. I think to start with, we'll go these. Okay, we'll add that one. We've got the Hercules here. I'm gonna do 28, and they take 350. We'll start with 2 of those. Set those on PEM BR refine oil delivery, okay? So they're going to be on there. So instantly, now those lines are like, okay, well, we've got to get to that ship. Then we'll buy, you can actually buy trucks from here, which is actually pretty cool. This is actually a truck stop as well, which is even cooler. So we're going to buy some, that's the train vehicles. Where was the... here we go. Trucks, right. So we're going to use these 40 tonners in here to do the transfer again. Let's just say, let's just start with 4, okay? They are going to be set on BR port refinery truck transfer, okay? Look at that, how they come out of there. That's beautiful. Right, so then those trucks there, when they come out, here they come. Look at that. How good is this? This is a fantastic mod, by the way. So those trucks there are going to start doing the transfer between here and here, right? You can see we did a lovely upgrade of our headquarters as well down here. Now the fun part, we get to start shipping all that refined oil around to here. So let's just quickly, we know that down here, and I'll tell you why we're going to put in a freight station just here or around here. Is because we're going to potentially, we're losing one of these goods factories. That's fine. We've got 2 goods factories there. We've got another goods factory just there. There's plenty of goods factories around the map. Because we might be eventually running a train all the way up the back side here, up into this area where we're going to need machine parts. So we're going to have to deliver steel and timber and bring back machine parts. However, we may just bring steel and timber up here, and then we may ship machine parts down in here. And we may end up doing a machine parts down to in here, and we may do a tools run up here. So we'll have a train doing a 2-way between there, and then delivering tools out here and machine parts out around here. Okay, that's kind of the thought process with that. It'll make more sense later when we get into it. But putting a train building, a freight hub down here makes sense at the moment. I'm going to go with that many and that many. We've got plenty of space out here to do it, and it's nice and flat-ish. So we're burning through a lot of money here, so I really need to be careful because the income to burning is getting quite extensive. However, I would prefer a flatter spot, potentially like here. It's going to cost me a bit to do, like just in there. Right. I'm fully aware the fact that we are burning a lot of money at the moment. We're hopefully going to be making that back soon, but well, we are in the positive anyway with this map, so it will eventually right itself. Right. I'm thinking that might be enough room, will it? That'll be plenty of room. We are coming up a slight hill around there anyway. That's fine. We're going to phase shoot this way to start with. Noting that we've got to sort of head that way through that valley. That'll be fine just there, I think. Right, so plonk it in just there. Get me a nice big truck stop. We'll go with 3 and 3. And we are going to set you about yonder and Heather, okay? Like about there. Like about there. Spin it around, Ham. Spin it around. Spinning around. I don't know. This is the second Kylie Minogue song I've done today. I did one on stream just earlier. Right, you're going to plug in straight there. Cool bananas, Motoramas. The other thing is that's going to allow us to do a delivery around the corner here where we need to be. Right, so you're going to take that nice and straight for me. Right, and then you're going to come off here, straight into there. I don't even mind that they're slightly angled. We're going to run through town with some trucks, okay? So we are going to have some truck lines just around there. So give me, all the meanwhile, we've got the other assets in. Now, I know we're losing a lot of money hand over fist here, but it'll be fine at the moment. Right, so you are going to go that 1 and 1. We're going to put you on the outside just here. You know what? I'm just going to plug you in regular at the moment, okay? And we're going to add a line that goes from here to there. We're going to keep it probably that color, and we're going to call it, even though it's going to be, we are going to have to bring plastics back to here, though, so it's fine that it does that. Yeah, because we're going to have to send plastics. Okay, not what I wanted. We are going to have to send plastics out of here up to the goods factories somehow, so they need to come back here eventually. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to leave you at that color, but you are going to be called GR for Grand Rapids. Plastic and oops, didn't mean to take a screenshot. Plastic. I'll put that oil TRNF. All right, trying to keep in mind time we've got here. We're at 25, so we've got time to put our train line in and probably ride that out. Plastic oil transfer truck. Okay. Right, that's how we're doing that. We need some trucks on that, by the way. Where is our closest truck stop? Just here. I wonder if we can send trucks. They can come down this way. We'll get a link up on this road just here, please. Over into there. Okay. Like that. Okay, nice. Let's buy those trucks now. So we're gonna have to have cargo that can take all. So because I want this going two-way, that's train. I want this one. So the all ones here at the Cascades, which take 30, they're probably going to be the best bet. 25. Yeah, we'll use these. Okay, give me like 10 of those as well. set those on. GR plastic oil transfers. So it's going to take oil, and it's going to take bring plastic back eventually. Right, eventually. Right, now the fun part. We get to really rinse the bank balance by putting in a train line. Also, Ham, you notice what you did? Yeah, I do notice what I did there, other Ham. Can I get this? Tools. Okay, this is how you upgrade stations if you want to upgrade the lines, right? So I forgot to put this down as high speed. I'm going to put it down as high speed by upgrading tool just there. Tracks, go back to that. I'm going to start at the other end where we're going to pull this line out. So we're going to do a little bit of modification just down here. We are going to pull the line as close as we can down here to feed under there. Like that, right? It's going to be a tight turn. We're probably not going to be able to squeeze underneath that road. So we are going to have to head like that way. Do a little bit of tunneling. Right? It's going to be a tiny bit of tunneling. How are you looking like when you come off here? No derailments. No derailments. Plenty of clearance. Plenty of clearance. Not so much there. We might actually swing a touch wider. Just gives you clearance there. Okay. Right, then we're going to tunnel. We're going to tunnel through here to about there. Tight. Well, that's not too tight a turn. We're still maintaining 80. Right, I'm going to open cut that, and then yeah, that's much nicer. And then we're gonna start wending our way down this way, trying to keep as flat as we can for most part. Okay. Apologies for that loud motorbike then in the background. Right, the other thing I want to do is, because we did that, I'm going to need to take out a little bit of wall here. We can put that back in later. Yeah, I can put that back in later. Right, so that's actually going to be quite nice coming in through there. So let's continue on with our track work, because this is quite a long track that we need to get going. And we're not going to get plastics and fuel and stuff. Well, actually, that will start transferring. At least it should have started transferring up to there, I would have thought. You guys here, I've done these wrong. Manage that line. You're going to go from Westminster. Start again. You're going to do this. We're going to go from here to there to there. Okay. And then back to there. That's how you guys are going to go. I would like you to start seeing if you can make some money there. Okay. It's going to start, no doubt. I might need to make these a touch longer too. Right. Shipment wise, it shouldn't matter. It should just start taking stuff up there, I would have thought. But maybe not. Okay, we'll just see how it goes. We'll keep cracking on with our line. Hopefully, we'll start sending the money the right way soon. We'll keep it on. We'll keep it on just play for the moment. Thanks. I know once we get this line in though, it will make a huge difference. We're gonna maintain flat for most of this trip. A flat line is a good line unless you're lying in a hospital bed. Then you don't want a flat line. Am I right? Right, we've got a bit of a bridge here. That's nice. I don't mind having a touch of a bridge. We'll go with that one. Thanks. Not many bridge options in the vanilla game. I would like to see more bridge options in the vanilla gameplay. I might cut through that little mountain there, just to have a bit of a tunnel action. Around here, we've got a bit more bridge causeway, but it's actually don't mind it because it's actually quite a nice low bridge section where we're going to swing around this way to land, keeping our bends nice and long so we don't lose as much speed. We've got a bit of a tighter bend just here, so we might be able to cut the corner just a touch and maintain above 100 still. Let's have a bit of a look here. Keeping it above 100. Yeah, that's nice. That's good. Keeping it around here. Yep, keeping it a nice little tunnel and open cut section. Now, for this part, we might actually journey straight across the water just for something a little bit fun. Except not with the stone bridge, buddy. Thing is, we're not gonna worry about ships too much on this corner. We're gonna cut straight over like this. Oh, you could actually, you know, cut straight across. Well, we have to actually start heading up that way. So, bring me to there. Okay, give me that. This is where we need to start working out our heights. So we might actually start now coming from this way. So I'm going to keep you tight on that one. And I'm happy for you to come down at a lower angle that way. I don't want you to come up. Just stay flat if you can. Actually, I'm happy for you to take that. You're coming up there. You're going to have to come down. Right, it's just going to be underground for a little bit until we get to about there. Where we're going to cut through there and we're going to come across the water. Maybe we touch there and there. Just for something a bit fun and different. I'm going to utilize this bridge for it. No, we're going to utilize the big one. Like that. Yep. And I'm going to redirect that line to come more in line with this. Okay, so all that bridge we put in that we wasted money on, we're going to now take back. All this is really just to satisfy my ego of having a train station inside the port. But it's also going to serve the purpose, like I said, by getting goods and parts out around the map as well. Right, so you're going to go there. I'm happy for you to stick with the bridge we had. And then it gives Grand Rapids a really spectacular view of that rail bridge across there as well. And that's our train track in and out. We're only going to be running the one train. Yep, we're only going to be running the one train. Hopefully, that's a nice big line. So let's start looking at getting the line in now. So we are going to go new line from here all the way around to here. We're going to color you this one. We are going to call you, well, it's BR Port to GR oil transfer. That's all it is via train. Now, this is probably not going to be the only line that will end up going down there. We're probably going to be sending a few lines around this way. When it comes to goods, when it comes to steel, when it comes to timber, tools, because that's probably how we're going to get a lot of stuff out of here, is up this line, and potentially not just even into there. We might even have to send it even further up the map. We'll see how it goes, all right? Can we now buy a train that will work in this yard? That is the question, isn't it? Is that the vehicle one? That's the vehicle one. I want to see how this works. Right, so we're going to go with a fairly cheap diesel to start with. That's 1.8 to 1.3. That's a bit better. I want something with a bit of speed still. 105, 80, 120 for 1.6. I'm honestly thinking that is going to be the best. The fuel tank occupies the same space as the transformer in the electric version. Okay, that's cool to know. We'll go with this Series 246. Okay, it is 1.3 to run a year, but I'm hoping the payoff will be better than that. Cargo-wise, we're going to go with the tankers, please. I want to get at least 260, 280 capacity on it to start with. I don't know if it's going to be too long or not. set it on BR port, that one. All right, that's working. Ladies and gentlemen, before this comes out, this is gonna be our track ride today, by the way. I want to now see if that's going to kick this line in and start getting the oil where we need it. So consumers, suppliers. I'm really hoping, I really kind of want to ride this out before it comes out. Here it comes anyway. I think we'll just ride it, and I think it'll be fine. Right, so this is our track ride along today, gang. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a blitz of an episode, wasn't it? We really ground and pound this one. 36-ish minutes on the dot, and we're ready to do a track ride along. This is a great looking train, by the way. And I'm excited to ride this one out. So this is it. This is our track ride along today. Let's come back to here. I've been Van Ham. Thanks for joining me. And join me for the next episode when we come back to the Deluxe series, and we'll crack on with doing more of this, trying to get the goods set up for a lot of the map so we can ship them out and around. Otherwise, I've been Van Ham. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen. Please consider leaving a like, commenting and subscribing, and leaving your tips, tricks, hints, and other questions and queries and comments you've got. Stay safe. Get out of here.